This is where I stay. This is where my parents stay. Church boyfriend, very, very active. Yeah. Yo, permit me on here in this segment to be anyhow. Like, I'ma be anyhow on here, okay? So, oh, wait. First of all, congratulations to every one of us because we are now 5,000 people stronger. Like, when I first started, obviously it was just me. I did so many Johnson. I didn't know exactly how to set the camera. I didn't know what to do. I was just clueless, but I just wanted to be on here because I love to talk. I just love to do me. Now it is a whole lot of us. You guys, I do not take it for granted. Thank you so much. And on that note, I am introducing this series to this channel. This particular series will not be serious, so if you like anyhow, if you just like it like this, come on here. But if you like us to be more serious, we have work, study and affordable living already going on this channel. But I know that we love gist. I see it from the analytics. I've done the struggle story 1, 2, where I share my own personal experience and struggle here as an immigrant in the UK, and y'all loved it. So I decided that, you know what, we're going to do more of that. But it will not be just me. I would like all of us who are on here, if possible, to come on and share our own experiences, because as a matter of fact, it's part of the reasons why this channel exists, for us to feel like family, for us to feel like friends. I'm somebody who, I consider myself an introvert, right? Even, yeah, am I even ever extroverted? I am oftentimes, literally every time, an introvert. I do not have so many friends in the real world. So you guys on here honestly are my friends. When I open my phone in the morning, I see my analytics, and then I see these whole people, these 5,000 people who have decided to click on that subscribe button and be friends with me. I just want to, you know, relate to Ebere and just want to stay in my space. Thank you guys for not letting this place be a lonely place for me. I really do appreciate you all so much from the depth of my heart. So on that note here, we are opening this segment of the channel, and I decided to title or call it real life experiences. So we're going to be starting with me. Please feel free to send me email if you like to share your own real life experience. Just anything you want to heart talk, just anything as a matter of fact. So me starting off, I'll be starting off with sharing my bio as the very first episode of this segment. I'll be talking about my growing up. No particular pattern to this segment, like we will just run as it flows. So let me start off. Where am I starting off with? Stay one corner first. I'll be starting off with my name. So my name is Ebere Adamaka Chikezie. Ebere for sure. Just call me Ebere to keep it simple. I am obviously an Igbo girl that was raised in Southwest Lagos State to be precise. I am originally from Imo State, Isialambano to be precise. 3 languages I can speak very well: English, Igbo and Yoruba. I'm the first child in my parents' house. The schools I attended, starting from the very foundation, I attended Rose Valley Nursery and Primary School. That school was down at Agege. Then I attended one school named Peter Bay at Orile. This is the order at which I schooled. Then from Peter Bay, I attended Perfect Child, one school at Sare Gomu. And then I attended I finished at Perfect Child, the one in Sarigomu, and my first secondary school was St. Michael's Anglican Church School, Smart College in Coca, and then I finished it off at Penn International College, Coca. And from these 2 secondary schools, I have 2 famous friends or 2 famous colleagues, right, whom you might probably know. So from Smart College, I was secondary school mates with Aproko Dr. Egenbachinonso, and from Penn International College, I was classmates and seatmates with Georgina Chineye Ibe. She's a Nollywood actress, and Aproko Doctor is a social media influencer, and a doctor, right? Then moving on to university, I attended Imo State University, Owerri. Good old days in Owerri. That was my undergrad, and my postgraduate is the prestigious University of Hertfordshire here in England, United Kingdom. My upbringing and the places I grew up in. I grew up partly in Owerri. That was where my parents started, I believe, and then at some point, due to religious reasons, they got separated. I and my mom moved over to Agege, and then I spent about 7 years of my life there, and then we moved down back to Owerri, where my dad stayed and my parents got united, and then they had the rest of my siblings. Then we spent the rest of our growing up years in Aguda Surulere, and then in Aguda Surulere we lived at Brown Road, we lived at Olatunde Onimole, and no, before Olatunde Onimole we lived at one whiskey place like that called Lion Building. Gosh, oh, my siblings, they tell that story better. That place was horrible. My growing up, you know, it's the space at which I grew up at some point in my life wasn't where I picture myself. Like, many times I wake up in the environment where I grew up in, and I'm like, is this where I stay? Is this where my parents stay? I don't like this. I do not want this for myself. Oftentimes I'm always indoors. People hardly notice or even know that I live in the area, because when I go to university, then, because I went to uni quite very early, I left my house at about 15 thereabout when I gained admission into the university. So every time I came back, I was just indoor. Even when I graduated, before NYSC, after NYSC, started working, I was oftentimes indoor because I couldn't relate to the environment, right? More stories about all of that subsequently in this segment. Is going to be an interesting one. So speaking of work, I worked at the first place I served in Benue State, Opoga local government to be precise. During my NYSC, I had a very terrible experience with the vice principal of that school. That man, story for another day. This segment, so many things to come. Okay, so moving on to my work. When I came back to Lagos State, I worked at Jumia Market, then it was Kemu. I loved the experience there. It was an eye-opening one, and the initial point of it wasn't so funny, because there was this lady who was supposed to mentor me into the role, because I was coming to take over her role while she goes on to another role. She did not make it easy for me. Like, this lady did not make things smooth for me. Story for another day. Okay, that on the side, I worked with Jumia Market. How about church? I'm a Christian. I grew up Christian, and I'm still a Christian. Churches I attended, first church I remember attending was Deeper. Was it Deeper Life? Yes, it was Deeper Life. Right, that was at about the time my parents separated. Deeper Life was the church. Then when they got back together, it was Assemblies of God Church. Speaking of church, I have experiences with church boyfriend, church friendship, church night vigil. I mean, it was interesting. It was interesting, right? After Assemblies of God, we also partly went to Redeemed Church. Now my parents go to Choosing and Watchman. Right now I'm in the UK. I'm not exactly sure what church they go to, but I believe they still maintain the Choosing and the Watchman. I myself, right now, I'm still trying to find a place that feels like family, if a place that feels like God is in there, because I've gotten to this stage in my understanding with Christianity and with Christ, that it's not just about the building, it's not about the name of the building or the name of the institution, religious institution. It's about how I feel. How do I feel the presence of God there? Do I feel fellowship there? I'm still looking forward to finding that time in my life and that space and place where I'll feel like I belong to, and I've found what I'm looking for in terms of following Christ. But up until then, I have my church in my house, me and my family serving the Lord. Okay, about my personality. Can I even explain my personality? Okay, let's try. I can be an awkward person. I can be shy. I can also be put together. I'm very active, very active. Yeah. And yes, I love to meet new people. Although I really haven't met new people since I came to this UK, because the girl has been kind of grounded indoor, but things are going to change in future. Very soon things are going to change. And something I'm most excited about, by December I'll be graduating. My graduation ceremony is in December. I'm very excited of 2022. Okay, I think I've talked plenty for this episode. Tell me what you can relate to. Tell me what you found shocking. Just say anything in the comment section. You have to say something. I mean, you cannot watch all of these things that I've said and you don't have anything to say about it. Come on now. I'll catch you in this same segment. Next, see, you people are not ready.